We're less than 2 months removed from a week riddled with violence in the city of Beloit. 3 people murdered in just 4 days, one of them an 18-year-old who just graduated high school. I sat down with his family to hear their concerns and calls for change, telling city leaders it's time for more transparency. Jayon Broomfield, a quiet spirit.
He loved basketball. He hated school, so he struggled with school, but he pushed and he graduated.
Less than a year removed from graduating from Beloit Memorial High School, something his mom, Teresa Jackson, always wanted.
That was the proudest day of his life, but he did that for me because I wanted him to graduate, and I wanted that more than anything.
But on January 29th, something Teresa never wanted, never imagined, never hoped for, happened.
Some of his family was getting calls first, and then one of his friends called me and they said, you need to come to the hospital. Jayon's been shot.
When she called me, the first thing I said was, please don't tell me Jayon had anything to do with that, because he had just asked me. And then what I heard on the phone from my mom is just terrifying.
Jayon was shot in the parking lot of the high school he just graduated from during a basketball game. When Teresa got to the hospital, she was told it was just a leg wound.
This is just a leg injury is what you're telling me. They say, yeah, he's stable. Now, the police department told me this. He's stable, but he's not cooperating with us. That's what the police told me.
However, the family quickly learned the situation was much more severe.
One of the police officers told my daughter he was hit in a major artery. That's when we knew that it was serious than what it was. And then the doctor came out and told me he didn't make it. And of course I went AWOL, because that's not the information that they gave to me.
Jayon was gone, his family unable to say goodbye.
I'm hurt, I'm angry, I'm just like in shock. I just can't believe that my brother is gone.
I'm angry. He was my son. I'm still shocked that I'm burying my son. I'm burying my son, my baby son that left out of this door at 6:50 something to go to a game.
This 18-year-old's death capped off an incredibly violent week in Beloit. 3 murders in less than 4 days, 2 of them shootings. In 2020, the city had 4 gun-related homicides for the entire year. In 2021, just 2.
3 homicides, 81 hours. Where are we at? When I look back at history, in 2014, we had a situation where we did have 2 homicides, I think, within 24 hours. So we're like, all right, let's look at the game plan we have for that. How do we work through that? So we're working through that.
The day after Jayon's murder, Beloit Police Chief Andre Sales called on the community for help in solving the case, referencing dozens of people in surveillance video at the scene of the shooting.
Police departments and across the country respond to calls, and we are rarely there when it happens. So there, like I said that day, there's 30 to 40 people in that parking lot that seen what happened. We need them to come forward.
Community tips helped police ultimately arrest 19-year-old Amari Goodall as a suspect in Jayon's shooting. But for Teresa and her family, they need to see more.
What I think needs to happen is the police need to build a better rapport with the citizens of the community. I need answers. You're not moving fast enough for me.
When we arrest people, we don't charge people. The police, that's a big misnomer. You see that on TV. We don't charge people.
Chief Sales and city leaders are looking to answer this call for more transparency. This is one of several community meetings over the next few weeks to bring anyone in to get their questions answered.
We invite our community partners to come out, listen to what we have to say, and even give us some ideas that they may see on a daily basis that we can help prevent some of the things that's going on in our city.
Preventing more violence from spreading, and maybe building back the trust of a mother now without her son.
I just never thought that he would go to a game and lose his life. Never thought that.
Well, the next community meetings with the Beloit Police Department are Wednesday, March 23rd at Hackett Elementary School and Thursday, March 24th at Merrill Community Center, both from 6 to 7:30 p.m. We did reach out to Beloit Memorial High School to be a part of our story, but we were unable to get an interview scheduled in time.